Doubt can kill a dream faster than a speeding bullet. It can paralyze you. It can cripple you. It can really prevent us from moving forward. But it's an idea in the mind. They say that fear is a belief in something you cannot see, but faith is also a belief in something you cannot see. And if you were to choose fear or faith, which would you choose? Which would you choose? Fear, right? Failure expected and received. False evidence appearing real. Either you can forget everything and run, or face everything and rise, right? Faith, following all in thy heart. There's so many ways to interpret these feelings and emotions, these things that we describe to categorize our conscious awareness of a vibration. When you feel fear, you're in a negative vibration. When you feel faith, you're in a positive vibration. So what is the vibe that you want to keep alive? Blessings to you. Blessings. So what is one thing in your life that you felt like was a fear that you had to conquer? Something that you had to go out to destroy that doubt, right? For me, there was a time when I was in the boxing ring, and I was boxing pretty often at this time. I was what you would call a gym rat, always in the gym, crushing the speed bag, the double end bag, the heavy bag, working on the mitts with my coach, with my trainer. But every now and then they would throw me in the ring with somebody, or somebody would ask me to, hey, come spar with me. Hey, come spar with me. Let's get some work in. And I knew the definition of, light work. Sometimes we do some light work. Sometimes we do some slight work. But sometimes we go pretty heavy. We be like Mike Tyson in there, just throwing them blows, and you got to protect yourself at all times. So one time I met this man, his name was Big Sean. Cool cat, really smooth guy, real silent type. He was the quiet giant, what they call the gentle giant. Now I'm 6'3", right? I'm 6'3". This guy's like up here. He's like maybe 6'5", 6'6", I don't know. But he's like basketball player height, but stocky, real built, right? Got a lot of torque, got a lot of horsepower. And he asked me, hey Jerome, what's going on, man? What's good, Rome? Let's spar today. You got your headgear, you got your mouthpiece, you got everything? I was like, yeah, I got what I need. Yeah, I got it. He's like, all right, see me in the ring, champ. I was like, cool. All right, we'll get some light work in. He was like, yeah, light work. And I'm laughing because I'm looking back on myself when I heard it, yeah, light work. Right? He said light work, right? But you never know till you get in the ring. So we got in the ring. Ding, ding. 3 minutes around. We checking each other. We feeling each other out. Jab, jab, flip, duck, jab, parry, punch, jab, slip, make them miss, make them pay. And we're dancing around each other. When you box, it's a dance. You got to find your rhythm. And you have a dance partner. There's a give and take. Inhale, exhale. Everything has its rhythm, just like the universe. And there was a certain point where I must have made a misstep. I must have not interpreted my dance partner correctly. And all of a sudden, a punch came my way, all the way down the pipe. Boom! And it was so immediate. It was so abrupt that my head just snapped back. I remember like being launched into the ropes. You ever seen wrestling like WWE or WWF? You remember the fighters used to go into the ropes and they used to bounce off of the ropes in the ring. That's the way I bounced off of the ropes when he hit me. I bounced off the ropes like a wrestler. The punch launched me all the way across the ring. He said, yo, you good? You all right? and my mouthpiece was like hanging off the side. My eyes, I was seeing little dots in the air. I was seeing little stars for a second, like little Tweety birds, right? And I said, yeah, I'm good. Just give me 1 second. Took out my mouthpiece. I walked to the restroom. I check myself out in the mirror. I look at myself. Okay. I think I'm good. Then all of a sudden I see my nose is bleeding. One punch, my nose was bleeding. It's coming down the side of my chin. And I'm like, oh, snap. Quickly, I rush. I get a paper towel. I clean it up, wipe it up. And I stuff a little paper towel in my nose. And there was a split second. There was a small window where a decision had to be made. As I'm stuffing my nose with this paper towel, plugging up the blood that is coming out my nose, I'm thinking to myself, do I get back in that ring? You know, there's times in your life where you are faced with a choice, where you can go in this direction or you can head in that direction. And it didn't take long for me to decide I got to get back in the ring. I'm going in that ring. And before doubt crept in, before concerns crept in, before worry crept in, before anxiety and nervousness, before any of that crept in, I immediately went out there, got back in the ring. He said, you all right? You good? I said, yeah, I'm good. He's like, all right. We started the time and finished it out. Finished the rounds, right? We finished the set. But looking back now, I can never regret. Somebody else might have said, hey, Jerome, you're crazy. Why would you get in there with somebody who's got you by like 100 pounds? He probably weighed like 255, right? But I felt so alive. And later on, I realized that if I had resigned, I would not have my respect. That I had to immediately go back into the ring and face the thing. Whether it's a surfer on the waves, right? Who falls in the ocean or falls in the water, they have to get back up on that board, get back out there. Because if you don't, you might live with that fear for the rest of your life. It might turn from something small into a monster, right? So immediately, face the thing, do the thing that you're afraid of, and you can conquer it. They say the remedy for fear is action. The cure for your fear is action. So what is it in your life? What is that one thing in your life that you're avoiding? What is that one thing in your life that you're shying away from? What is that one thing in your life you're tiptoeing around? What is that one thing in your life that you can't put down in your mind? It's right there. It's right there in the back. It's like, I know I need to do it, but how do I get through it? Since you cannot erase it, you might as well face it, right? Since you cannot erase it, why not embrace it? I read a book that changed my life forever. The book was by Susan B. Jeffers. You can find this book. It's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. The title should already tell you something. There's a lesson in there. It's not saying don't feel the fear. It's not saying fear is wrong to feel. It's saying feel the fear, but do it anyway. There's a lesson in there, right? Because courage is not the absence of fear. It is doing the thing in spite of your fear, right? So you have all that you need, and you know that you have it. When you feel that fear, just go ahead and grab it, right? You'll make leaps and bounds. Move forward like a rabbit. You got it. Yes. Blessings. Heather says, I used to play roller derby. Had a similar experience the first time I got taken out by a bigger, much bigger, stronger girl than me. I went flying and I didn't stop skating. Hey, come on, baby. Other people might have seen, other people might be hating. Heather got back up. Heather kept on skating. Woo! Come on, baby. I would tell everybody, whenever I was roller skating, people would ask me, how you do that? How you do that, man? Aren't you afraid of falling? I said, they might see you when you fall. Yeah, they see you when you fall, but guess what they also see? When you get back up. When you get back up, that's what they see as well. Oh yeah, you fell. But when you get back up, they see that as well. Blessings to you. Much love. Thank you for sharing that story. Savage says, since I cannot erase it, why not embrace it? Come on, baby. No need to chase it. Just embrace it. Luis Mesa, what's happening? Ascend says, if you cannot, you got it. So much love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for glistening, my friend. Hit the like button if this spoke to you. Hit the heart. Subscribe. Keep your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions alive. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Keep that grateful, thankful spirit. And this is Jerome Shaw. I'm your friend. Much love, and we'll see you again.